Welcome to Crushing Kayfabe. My name is Jason Garish. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of stuff covered going on in wrestling world. Like to start things off with I'm praying to God this is work, but apparently Aaron Stevens has retired from wrestling. Like I said, I hope that's a work because that's one of my favorite dudes right there, and I'd really like to see him do more. I'd love to see him on AEW, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, hopefully that was just a work. But he announced his retirement from NWA and from wrestling altogether. Actually, I should say. We have news that CM Punk's surgery was successful. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, what had happened is he had broken either his leg or his foot while diving into the crowd after his championship win, and that's what happened. So I guess that would explain when he faltered on the ropes the next Dynamite in his tag match with FTR. So but that's good news to hear that. That's going to be a few months, obviously, healing, and then they're gonna do the whole interim title thing, which I hate, but that's life. Apparently CM Punk wanted to give it up, so that's his choice. Makes sense, I guess. But yeah, we've got Cody Rhodes obviously has knee surgery for his pec tear. It really sucks because the two baby faces from the two major promotions both went down at basically the same time, and that's really damaging for wrestling in general. I was really enjoying Cody Rhodes' run in WWE till this happened, but when he comes out, he's going to be strong as heck. Hopefully he didn't lose any momentum with this whole thing. I'm kind of hoping they keep him on TV just as a reminder, and then he'll show up eventually to compete. But I guess on Thursday Cody went through surgery, and it was successful, so that's awesome. Brandy Rhodes' wife obviously gave the update. That's awesome that it was successful. I'm really looking forward to seeing him back in the ring. They say, one of the reports I'm reading is saying 9 months. I've heard 3 to 6 months recovery time. Whatever the minimum recovery time is, I'm sure Cody will rush himself back to get back in the ring. So, whatever expect the minimum amount of recovery time in that, because just the competitor that he is. And I started watching his Broken Skull session last night, and it's really good if you get an opportunity to watch. I watched that in the Jeff Jarrett one, and I'm about halfway through the Cody Rhodes one. He's a really intelligent dude, really driven dude. So I think that he's going to be back in record time. He has the possibility to be their next John Cena, and I hope that they utilize him properly and don't kill his momentum, because I'd really love to see him do well. He's worked his butt off in whatever promotion he's been in, and he's gotten himself over, and really happy to see him successful, and really broke my heart when I saw him go down with the pec injury. So, I mean, getting on to like Dynamite, we have Kyle O'Reilly winning the Battle Royale for the chance to fight Moxley, and then we had a god-awful lot of problems with Moxley's promo that he shot. That was just weird. And then we had them eventually go on to face each other, and Moxley beating Kyle O'Reilly. So that's gonna be good. I'm hoping Moxley kind of put the belt back on him. It should be fun. We had Pac beat Buddy Matthews. I'm torn with that one. I really kind of wish I could have been like a double DQ or something, because to have him beat Buddy Matthews in the start of the ring, the House of Black really needs a win desperately because they're starting to look a little weak. They really need a win. I mean, and then with the addition of Julia Hart, I'm not sure where this is all going. It's just kind of weird, weird booking. But they need to start racking up some wins, and the actual televised wins on major television, not the YouTube stuff, because we obviously know that that's going down. Will Ospreay made an appearance on Dynamite ahead of the Forbidden Door, so I really like Will Ospreay. I think he's a heck of a talent, and I'd love to see him in America. He said that he enjoys his schedule too much, I guess, in New Japan, so I doubt you'll be seeing him anytime soon, but in the States, I should say. But I really, like I said, he's really talented wrestler. I was happy to see him show up. That should be fun, and show up with she's horrible. Was it? I can't remember the team's name that was it. They showed up with, because I don't follow New Japan. So I mean, their fans are chanting, "Holy shit!" I didn't even recognize who the heck he made that appearance with, which really sucked. But it seems to be setting some things up for the Forbidden Door. Obviously, should be cool. Like I said, I'm really big fan of Ospreay. I haven't been following New Japan, unfortunately, ever since they took it off of Access, and I don't know if we even does New Japan even have a carrier now, or are they back on Access? I don't know, but I lost complete coverage of them when that happened. United Empire, that's the name of the faction that he's with. So they obviously came out to confront FTR, and it should be a good match. Should be all around. It should be a good event. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with New Japan, so that's gonna probably inhibit some of my enjoyment of the pay-per-view, because I'm not gonna know who a lot of these people are, and I hate that. But there's just so much to cover in wrestling that there's so much. Too much, I should say, to keep track of. It looks like we got Hangman Page is going to be challenging for the New Japan Championship at Forbidden Door, and then one of the things that kind of upset me about the whole Battle Royale that they did was some of the more prominent members of AEW, which I would have liked to have seen in there, were not. I mean, Wardlow being one of them, and he addressed that later, but it was kind of a silly reasoning. Why not go after? Because he wants to take the belt off of Punk, apparently, which is okay. I guess he'll have that opportunity. I don't know, so it was kind of a weird reasoning, but I just hope they don't lose the momentum that they have with Wardlow, because he's been firing in all cylinders and really doing a good job there. But yeah, we've got big thing obviously happening Monday night was the Finn Balor turns on Edge after he's invited into the Judgment Day. How they're going to handle this, I don't see Finn Balor as a great talker, so I'm not sure, but I think they're going with the logic that he created the Bullet Club, so maybe he can create this faction and rule this faction. I think they also panicked because when Cody went down, they lost a big babyface for the company. So that's my thinking along the lines with this, is that they're going to push this feud with Edge, and maybe even team Edge up with AJ Styles to continue the feud. I don't know. Maybe he'll be part of the whole Bull Live Club, thing. But I don't know. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Obviously Finn Balor's going to have to, I think, at least in my opinion, he's going to have to return to that demon character, and that will That's really the only way that I think this will work. I don't know if they're going to dress him up in a suit like Edge. I think that would be silly. I don't think that would be appropriate. I just think he should return to the Demon character and come out like that, and maybe pick up one or two additional members and have them along with the clique. I'm noticing watching Otis in the ring, he's improved greatly, and I forgot. Let's see, who do we have? Ripley's going to end up facing Bianca Belair at the Money in the Bank. That should be a real good match, I think. I think that should be real good. I'm looking forward to that. Aside from that, I really, like I said, off the top of my head, I really can't think of too much else going on. But like there, we've the only things we've kind of been getting leaked rumors regarding the Ric Flair return. I still don't know who his opponent is going to be, but it's going to be right here in Nashville. Well, I say here, but I'm like 2.5 hours away. But this guy needs to quit. I'm sorry. I saw some of the training he's done, some of the bumps he's taken. This guy really needs to quit. I'm sorry. With all the health scares and everything he's had in his lifetime, all the medical issues, it's time to quit. I'm sorry, Rick. It's kind of silly for him to be taking up these chances at his age. I'm worried that it's going to be a situation like the movie The Wrestler where he just dies in the ring, unfortunately. And I hate that to happen. But he's Ric Flair, so that's what he's going to keep doing. But, aside from that, I can't really think of too much else that I wanted to talk about. Those are the big ones. I'm looking forward to the Money in the Bank, Forbidden Door, and those events coming up. Should be good stuff coming up. I'd like to give a shout out to a few different places. First one being us, CrushingKayfabe.com, crushing with a K, and then you can use that to go to the different our different social media sites. You can also check out our Patreon page. So go to patreon.com, search for Crushing Kayfabe, crushing with a K, and for just $1 a month, you can get the audio ad-free. So $1 a month, you can help keep the lights on, help us out. It'd be really cool. We'd really appreciate it. In addition to that, I'd like to give a shout out to Lucky Lady Candles. And check them out on Etsy and then on Facebook. Give them a shout out. Tell them Crushing Kayfabe sent you. In addition to that, Then and Now Flea Market in Trenton, Tennessee. They're right downtown. And you can't miss them. They're across from the courthouse in the square. And check them out. Buy some of my merchandise. Buy some of my wife's merchandise. And there's some great vendors there with some handmade items, some older stuff, some newer stuff. So check them out. Then Now Flea Market. And while you're at it, and speaking of my wife, check her out and Hooked by Jenna Lynn. Check her out on Facebook and check her site out. And because you can pick up her items now at Peggy's Flea Market in Milan, Tennessee, where you can also get some of my merchandise too. So you can buy my CD, check out her items, and get some really cool handcrafted stuff along with a lot of other vendors. That's Peggy's Attic in Milan. So let's see. Like I said, Crushing Kayfabe. Check us out on Patreon. And support the cause. Once again, send prayers out to Ukrainian people. Help them in their fight against Russia, and please support them via UNICEF and support them via Red Cross and whatnot. Legitimate organizations that will actually get help to them that they need, because they are obviously desperately needing it. So yeah, give prayers and thoughts out to Ukraine, and that's about it for now. It's going to be a hot one in Tennessee all this week. It's going to be in the 90s, ridiculously hot, so find a place to stay cool and stay there. until this blows over a little bit and we get a cold front move in, hopefully. But yeah, it's going to be really hot this week, so everybody stay safe and God bless everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for listening.